Welcome you back to Black Side Sports tonight. We're going to talk about picks and predictions. Week 5, the three best bets of the week. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. I just want to remind you I'm a little bit under the weather, so if I make a few mistakes, don't get mad at me. Last week, I went 3-0, or some of you could say 2-0-1. The only game that I basically could have tied what was Notre Dame. On FanDuel, they was giving 3.5 to Notre Dame. I picked Notre Dame. Some of you had 3, so it could be 10-1-1 for some of you, or 11-1. This is how well I have been doing this year on my 3 best bets of the week in college football. So the first game I want to go to, it's Cincinnati versus BYU. Cincinnati had a tough game against Oklahoma. We saw they fought really hard at home. They lost 20-6, but they just didn't have enough offense to beat the Oklahoma Sooners. We saw BYU go down to Kansas, the Jayhawks, and play Jalen Daniels. One of the Daniels brothers, but and they lost a close one by 11 points. But I feel as though BYU is going to be at home this week. They are going to be charged and ready to play because back-to-back they played at Arkansas and Kansas, 2 rough road games, and they split. I expect for BYU, followed with quarterback Kitten Slovis, to beat the Cincinnati Bearcats by more than 1.5. That's my first pick. I think that's a brilliant pick right there. That's one that just flew off the board on me. I thought it would be much higher for BYU, but the 1.5 points given away is just perfect. You take that and run to the bank. My second game is this is a game that a lot of people are going to watch. It's going to be high scoring. You know that Leopold at Kansas, Daniels at quarterback, this team can score. They love to play football, exciting football. I know Leopold because I used to go to the games up at Buffalo when he was coach at Buffalo. He's a very good coach. And you know that Texas under Sarkisian and Quinn Ewers, it seems like that team is coming together. And by the end of the year, Texas may be unstoppable. But I think when these two teams come together, I think Texas is going to win the game, but I think that Kansas can cover the 17. That's a lot of points to give Kansas. A team that can score, a team that can backdoor you late in the game. I'm going to take the 17 points. Some of you will probably say, oh, man, that's foolish. But give me the 17 in Kansas. I like the way that Kansas football team plays. He's keeping a lot of those players and his staff together at Kansas, which is extremely good, especially for a program that's trying to grow and become stronger and get better recruits. I just like what Leopold is doing, and I definitely like what Sarkisian is doing. Because Texas always had the talent. They just need the coaching, and they're getting it from Sarkisian. So I expect Texas to win, but I expect Kansas to cover with the 17 points. In the last game, we going down here. What was this last game I picked? This cold is getting on my nerves. Maryland and Indiana. We know that Maryland, during the beginning of the year, they go 3, 4, 5-0 before their competition gets better. But I like Maryland against Indiana. Maryland's playing at home. Indiana just had to go to 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many overtimes to beat the Akron Zips from the Mid-American Conference. I don't truly think Indiana has a real good quarterback right now. They have a decent running game. But I think under Tao Tugaluga, Tao's brother from the NFL Miami Dolphins, they should be able to squeak by and beat Indiana maybe 31-10, 31-14, or something of that nature. They should be able to pull this game out and win by a decent margin. They should be able to beat the Indiana Hoosiers. The Hoosiers seem to be struggling right now. And if you don't have a quarterback in college football, professional, high school, little league, it doesn't matter. You're not going to put up many points. And I think Maryland will do enough to win by a comfortable enough margin for them to win this game. Um, I don't think Maryland is really going anywhere in the Big Ten this year. They'll probably end up 8-4, possibly 7-5, or something of that nature. But this is a game they should win by more than 14 points. So we're going to go back and take a look at the three. We're going to take BYU minus the 1 and the 5, minus 1.5 points. Take the BYU Cougars. This is the steal of the week for me. Kansas plus the 17. Kansas is a good team, exciting to watch. I can't wait to see this game because they're going to put up some points. Ain't too much defense out there for Kansas. Texas got a better defense, but I think Kansas can backdoor Texas possibly and get that one. And finally, we're going to go down to Maryland minus 14. Now, if you don't believe that I'm 11-1 or 10-1-1, whatever you want to make it, go back and see all my previous videos. They're quick, 4 to 5 minutes. You can see what games I won, which ones I lost, and that will tell you everything you need to know about my 3 picks, college football picks of the week. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.